in the Second City Chronicle is of Mice and Men, and this is the second part of Chapter 4. And if you're one of our subscribers, thanks for being here. We really appreciate you. If you're not, well, you should get on that list and hit that subscribe button. If you really like what we do, hit the like and give us a comment. Tell us what you think. And if you don't, I'd still like to hear from you. It wouldn't be bad to hear how we can make things better. But with me, as always, Vahilo, Teku, Golgotha, and Dark Templar. And we're going to, last time we dealt with Vinny and Elliot, so this time we're going to jump in with Christopher, Sloan, and Grayson Bridger, who I think were crawling through some ductwork last time and happened upon something particularly odd.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you guys had managed to push away a section of the upper part of this ductwork, which was rusted out. And did you completely climb out of it, or did you just kind of poke your head up or look up?
No, I think we were standing and looking out.
Yeah, we weren't in there yet.
Well, you if you're standing, you'd have to be through the hole.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah, through the hole, but
you
not
haven't stepped
fully
out.
through.
Oh, okay.
Precisely.
Feet still planted somewhere in reality.
Yeah. And it's cold. It's notably colder. And it seems more outside-ish than inside. But you're under some what appears to be bleachers. It looks like a lot of crisscrossed wood with metal supports, and a lot of horizontal slats, sort of thing. And there's a whole lot of it's really quiet too, and it's got a strange odor. Doesn't smell normal, but
is it a bad smell or just a strange smell?
Just a strange smell, really. It's unusual.
Like a smelly smell that smells
no,
smelly?
It's not. Well, by definition, yes, but no. Yeah.
I like your response with a meme to reflect my own meme. Thank you for that. Yes, but also no.
Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, there you are. It's I don't know. It's the lighting here is lit, but it's pale and thin lighting. Of course, you're underneath, but that's the light that's leaking underneath, so it's even kind of darker under these bleachers. Sound here kind of echoes and carries a bit further, the atmosphere kind of has like a charged feeling, like an approaching storm.
So I'm going to turn to Christopher and go, Mr. Sloan.
Well, one of you is standing, the other one is still in the
that's me.
You
That's
are
me.
in a duct, yeah. So
I'm looking. I'm because I was up the last person to look, so I'm looking down and go, what is this place?
I don't know. Because to my eye, it should be in the library. But this doesn't seem like it's in the library.
It doesn't seem to be at all. Is it actually outside? Like is it like environmentally outside, or is it just in seem like another room, like a big gymnasium?
So there is if you look to your right, you'll see that further to the right there is a wall that seems to be anchoring the bleachers. To your left are the actual slats of the bleachers that you could go look through if you really wanted to, but you're in the space underneath.
Well, I'm going to get up and go look.
Yeah, the ground looks very much like ground, like earth, not and with the things that you would expect to find under bleachers.
Okay.
With a spot that had what was pushed off was like a rusted piece of metal, flat piece of metal, and it looks like there was a big rock put on top of it.
Okay, I'm gonna step out and take a look.
Yeah. And
I'll kind of stand up behind him and take a look around.
Okay, cool. You guys kind of get out there, and Grayson peers between the slats. Is that what you're doing? Or
I am. Yes.
okay.
Yes.
What you see is you you can see ahead of you is a very large field. It's got goal posts and like it's a football field. To the right, at the other end of the field, is a wall that looks very much like it would be part of a castle or something like that. A big stone wall with a gate in the center of it, with like little parapets on either side. You look, and again, across are some more stands and stuff like that across the field. You can give me an intelligence plus academics check here to see if your character recognizes any of this stuff.
Intelligence plus academics, and that is a what's that? That's a 9 again.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's Hogwarts.
So you are looking into old Stag Field, which is the old football field of the University of Chicago that was in the 1960s, is where the library was built. And what you see is that the library is still there. So in the field, when you look to the left, is the library. You are now you know that the field was torn down. The field wall, which is that castle-looking wall, was disassembled and moved, and it was all basically turfed over with grass and things like that. Standard university kind of space between buildings look, right, with trees and little gardens and things like that. But here you look out. You're under the bleachers, the north bleachers on Stag Field. Looking to the left, you can see the outside of the library, which is situated in basically the midst of a football field, which is where it would be if the football field was actually still there, but they kind of got rid of the field when they built the library.
So I'm going to recount this. I said, so we're in, this is Stag Field, but it was torn down, and the library was built on top of it, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And then reflecting on my conversation that I had with security, does that mean that the old, I forget, was it a reactor?
The Fermi reactor, the very first nuclear reactor. Yeah,
that'd be
so Grayson, your
just
character,
out front, wouldn't it?
Your character would know, that it was actually built down in the squash courts below Stag Field, which would be basically if you followed these bleachers due west, you would get to the site of that thing. Basically, it's built just on the west side of that big castle-like wall.
So is there a way to get on the other side of the bleachers so we're not underneath them?
You could try to crawl between the slats there.
There's no gate or anything, no exit
at the ends. Yeah, at the ends, like you'd have to move down along the way a little bit.
No, I'll do that.
How are you guys feeling right now?
I'm kind of creeped out because this is not something that should be. Again, I've got eye for the strange. Would this be strange to me?
Let's see what Eye for the Strange says. It says, while your character does not necessarily possess a breadth of knowledge about the supernatural, she knows otherworldly when she sees it. He sees it. By perusing evidence, you can determine whether or not something comes from natural or supernatural origins. Roll intelligence plus composure. With success, I must tell you if the scene is has a supernatural cause. Provide one piece of found information that confirms the answer. With an exceptional success, I must give you a bit of supernatural folklore that suggests what type of creature caused the problem. If the problem were mundane, an exceptional success gives a +2 on rolls to investigate the event due to your redoubled certainty that it's a natural thing. So yeah, you could roll.
I'm going to roll. So it's intelligence plus composure?
Is that what it said? I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and that is
uncheck academics.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Yeah, that's 10
check
again,
academics.
again. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So intelligence, composure, and roll the bones. Oh, well, not bad.
Where do you go?
Yeah. So yeah, as you look around, it just strikes you that it's very. Now, when you look out between these slats too, it's winter, right? Like, so the field is covered with snow, right? And the air is cold on your eyes as it blows between the, right? It's cold. And the sky is overcast and, light kind of beams down through breaks in the clouds, illuminating little spots with shafts of sunlight, but it's very dim. It was much brighter when you guys went to the library this morning. Nice, bright, cold winter day. Here, it's the colors are kind of muted and that. And this smacks you as definitely some sort of supernatural thing. I just want to, again, see what I have to give you due to your success here. I'm just going to jump to page 3 so I can read it. With a success, I have to tell you if the scene has supernatural cause and provide one piece of found information that confirms this answer. Well, you found Stag Field and the whole field will, yeah. You've and I need to give you confirms the answer. Yeah, so it is supernatural because you are seeing before your eyes a field torn down 40 some years ago that you're standing under the bleachers of. So
okay, well, that's disturbing.
See, I don't know if I communicated this earlier, but the reason I wanted to even look in this vent was because I thought I saw a pair of ghostly disembodied legs walking across it.
Well, they looked solid to you. They didn't look ghostly.
Well, the fact that they're walking through solid objects.
Yeah.
Like
they were obviously standing in this space, right? It must be what it was. Yeah.
So this was did Chris communicate this to me?
Is that what you're telling me?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Saying this out loud to you.
Okay. That's interesting. I mean, this is a place that shouldn't exist, and yet it does. I don't know what to make of this.
So is that some kind of gateway? Like, are we time traveling right now? Are we?
Well, I'm a bit of a skeptic when it comes to this, and yet I can pick up on things, which is strange.
I am completely willing to be skeptical until we start looking at things directly.
No, I 100% agree with you. We're actually standing.
None of this should exist right now.
Bleachers of a structure that's torn down 40 years ago. I'm going to continue walking to the exit so I can actually go outside under the things and look, see if there's like any tracks. He said there were. Christopher said there was. He saw some legs. So that maybe there.
Yeah, but that was some time ago.
Yeah, well, it's who else is walking here? Who knows? Maybe it's just one person. Maybe it's I don't know.
Can I take a look around? Are there any footprints? Any indications of?
You can do a wits plus survival if you have that, or wits plus composure to look around for that. And as you do, we won't make you roll for it. We'll just as you do look around, you guys hear. Are you here? I've been waiting. It's a woman's voice.
Uh-oh.
Can you guys give me both resolve plus composure checks?
Resolve plus composure.
Because I'd imagine here that your emotions are a bit heightened.
Yeah.
A little bit of anxiety.
Given that we're both already spooked.
Yeah.
All right, I got 2, and you did not.
See ya.
All right, you, my friend. Get this wonderful tilt. If you give me 10 seconds, you'll be able to click on it and everything.
Does that say insane?
You know it.
Oh, that's a good start.
There we go. And so if you, I'll do the so everybody can see it. So you suffer from a panic attack or a sudden imbalance or a full-on psychotic break. I don't think the latter is true, but it's pretty messed up where you are. You gain a +1 bonus on all combat rolls because you're just going to lash out at things.
This poor woman is just going to have a bad day.
But you take actions after everybody else, so you're not first on initiative. You cannot spend willpower in combat. You suffer -3 to social rolls right now. To end this ends at the end of the scene. Okay, to end it earlier, you have to make a successful resolve plus composure as an instant action, which means it uses up your action, contested by 10 minus your willpower. I think your willpower is 5, right?
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty much a chance roll anyway.
Yeah, so 10 minus 5. So I would roll 5 dice in opposition. Yeah, and you take no other actions this turn. You don't apply defense as you try to steal your will. That's essentially what it is. So that's the circumstances you're under there. Grayson,
now I do have a question how this applies to my fate, because this is alarmingly close to that.
What's your fate?
Broken.
Yeah. So your fate would apply. So you are moving in the direction of your fate, which means if you spend willpower, you can't spend it for combat, but you can spend it for other things. If you spend willpower, you only get a +2. But if you fail the roll that you spent willpower on, you get that point of willpower back.
Okay.
Now, this isn't a condition. This, again, is a temporary thing.
Yeah.
But it's like getting sand in your eyes or something like that. But it is, the anxiety is getting to you here, right? It's super creepy.
Which is a rather acceptable sort of reaction, I think.
Yep. Makes sense, which is why I had you roll.
All right, well, I'll just basically start. We'll start with something subtle like hyperventilating, and we're going to get real glassy-eyed.
Oh yeah, you're glaring around. Yeah. And now you were looking around. Were you rolling resolve plus wits plus composure or wits plus survival?
That would have been wits and composure.
Okay, give that a roll. How about Grayson? What's he doing?
I'm going to look at him and ask, "Are you okay?"
As he's like, yeah.
Hey, calm down. It's all good. It's all good. Relax. It's okay.
Oh, look at you.
Now we can land this. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You got some real clarity all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Right? You're like, whew,
the hyperfixation is real.
Grayson's trying to calm you down. You look over his shoulder and you see there's a shorter young woman with her hand kind of on one of the crisscrossed wood beams as she's kind of ducking under it, moving around. She looks like she's looking around. She looks like she's wearing a cheerleader outfit.
Do I notice him looking over my shoulder at somebody?
Well, yeah, he's looking past you, but you don't know if he's looking at somebody. You did hear the girl's voice coming from.
It's like that moment where you can see someone that you're looking at is looking at something behind you.
Yeah.
So I'll turn around.
Yeah, and
see what he's looking at.
You follow his gaze, and you'll see. Now she's in the distance, so she's kind of still shadowy, right? She's still in the shadows under here, but
okay. I'll call out to her.
What do you say?
I'm gonna say, "Miss,
and
hello."
Right away, I'm kind of don't.
And she's like, "Is that you?"
I'm sorry. Who you looking for, ma'am?
Oh, don't play, right? And she kind of starts to walk a little sultry. You can see her hand kind of goes up and starts playing with her hair. I knew you'd come.
That does so little to settle me down.
I think you may have mistaken us for somebody else.
No, this isn't good. This is nothing about this is good.
What are you talking about?
Right. She steps out. You can see shafts of light now through the cracks in the bleachers, right through the slats of the bleachers there. She's pretty. She looks like a stereotypical football cheerleader. Her cheerleader
would the clothing
outfit,
be? I was going to say, is it like 1960s era kind of stuff?
That's
50s
right.
era
50s
stuff?
era, 30s era, 40s era, something like that. It's older. Yeah. And she's and she's pretty, and she said, and she kind of stops and looks at you, Grayson, then looks behind you at Christopher, and kind of ignores you, Grayson, and says to Christopher, "It's okay. You don't have to be afraid. You're afraid, aren't you?"
Could I do eye for the strange again on this?
I don't think it would really benefit anything here.
Oh, okay, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I think you can go with your gut. Yeah.
Okay.
But you're pretty well, encountering supernatural and the supernatural, probably likely what's going on. But
being addressed directly by this nonsense is probably going to make the situation worse for me.
I was going to say that
it's not going to go great.
I'm going to just look at Dad and say, "Do you know her?"
My response is going to be, "Stay there. Who are you and what is this?" And I'm because I'm behind Grayson now. He's not going to notice me starting to inch away and getting ready to dive headlong into.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she says, "Oh, don't go," right? And she kind of closes her eyes and takes a deep breath, almost like she's inhaling something fragrant, right? And she smiles. It's okay, right? Right? It's okay. What do you? Yeah.
Who are you? What's your name?
Oh, she's the regional red flag distributor. She shows up every once in a while just to,
Who are you?
What are you?
Well, fair enough, too.
No. Start with mine. Also hyperventilating.
Why are you? When are you? When are you?
How are you?
That might be
I'm
perfect
fine.
too.
How are you?
What are these?
And,
Gesture vaguely. What is this?
Yeah, she just, she kind of, well, we did agree to meet under the bleachers, right? Don't you want this?
So, good news. At this point, we're gone. We've left the script. That's it.
You run?
Yeah, no, we're gone.
Are you trying to get back into the...
Yeah, we're going to do... I'm not even going to score it as a combat roll, because that would imply any sort of physical finesse.
No. You can start finagling. So it'd be like a dexterity plus athletics to try to, drop back into the...
And I'm literally just going to start sputtering the word "nope" on my way out of the situation.
Okay. Grayson?
I'm just like, what's going on? What are you doing?
Okay.
Not good, not natural, not normal, not good.
Well,
and you say that, and before your eyes, Grayson, the girl spins on her heel so that her back would be to you. But when she does that, she's now a gigantic football player, not wearing the helmet, kind of wide-eyed and right, and he's looking past you at Christopher, who's basically kind of turning back toward the hole in the ground to try to get into the duct again. And he's like, "You're not going anywhere. You're going to take what I'm going to give you."
Oh, dear God!
A lot of the turns of phrase you've used here, the shafts of light at the cheerleader, and now giant football player. You're going to take what I'm going to give you. Thanks, Boggs from Shawshank.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, you said something about dex, athletics, and a whole bunch of running away.
Would you like to use a whole bunch of willpower on that as well?
I don't. Well, this is the thing with my condition. Am I allowed to do so?
You're insane, you mean?
Yeah.
Can't
like
spend
I know
in combat. This isn't combat. This is.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. And because it's closer to.
If you are caught, then it would be
yes.
So it's going to be a contested thing. Grayson, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to back up too because this is not this is unusual. This doesn't seem right.
Sorry, when you say back up too, backing up does not encapsulate what I'm doing. So if you want to back up, I'll see you in 2 weeks when you catch up to me. Now, because of the broken thing, the willpower only gives 2, right?
That's because of your fate.
Yeah. So does that? Oh, that doesn't apply to this then.
It
so
does,
it is still 3
because you're in a condition that would be.
No. Again, I just want to make
so
sure.
It'll
that
only give you
got it
+2
down.
if you fail the roll. However.
Yep.
So this would be part of your running away. Okay. And again, default is 5. You are definitely slower than this. So you're gonna have you're gonna be +1 success needed. You are not familiar with the territory, but you know where the way out is. So I'm gonna say that kind of cancels it out. And you are. Let's see. No, that's basically it. So you need 6 successes to basically get into that thing and go. You do have the edge, I'm going to say, because you decided to move first. Grayson, you're in a similar situation. Okay, 6 successes to get away. This thing only needs. It is faster than you, and it has a higher initiative mod than you do, and it knows the territory, and so it only needs 3 successes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
it's a great start. So, willpower is going to be a thing, and then otherwise it is Dex and Athletics with willpower for 2. So, great start.
Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing because this is freaky. Modifier, we only get 2, right?
You would get 3. It's not triggering your
fate.
fate.
Right, okay. Fair enough.
If you spend willpower. Right, did you guys drag your willpower
out?
Sorry, I tracked it on the sheet. Hang on.
Yeah, drag those.
Boop.
Cool.
Okay, put it over Holle.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, and boom. Oh, I got 2 too.
All right.
Look at me.
Good.
Now it's going to land like 7, and you're going to get eaten. Again, I don't have to outrun the scary. I just got
only 1 success. It only needs 2 more.
Oh God!
As it's closing the distance there.
Okay.
Grayson, you back up just as you're backpedaling, whereas Christopher turned tail and basically is diving for the hole in the ground. It kind of reached out to kind of toss you aside, Grayson, but you stepped out of the way just in time. Christopher Sloan, we're gonna have to do the edge calls this time. You still have edge, but we're gonna call to maintain edge. How many successes? Well, first of all, what do you want to do to try to get away?
Yeah, it'll be more running, more of the furious scramble, because I feel like that's pretty much what. Between being spooked and insane, there's no real higher order thought aside from must run.
Yeah, get away. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, the spooked says that you want to actually continue exploring this place despite threats to you, right?
Well,
that's what the condition does, right? So
it does,
yeah.
But at the same time, you've combined that with.
Oh yeah, you're giving into the insanity. I understand.
Well, yeah,
for sure.
But I'm also running away rather than holding ground because it's not convenient for really anything that's supposed to be happening here.
Oh, I understand. What's your vice and your virtue?
That would be just and ambitious, which is really neither of these things.
Yeah, neither of them is applicable. How about Grayson? What's your virtue?
My virtue is perseverance.
Okay.
Or purposefulness.
Okay. And your vice?
Cynicism.
Yeah, you're not really cynical at this point.
No.
Okay, cool. All right, so what are you doing then? Are you doing more of the same, the Dex and Athletics, trying to slip yourself into a hole in the ground, or?
Yeah, I think we're going to try and boot it out of here.
Okay, more of the same then. Cool. How many successes do you think are you going to spend willpower?
Yeah. And I think I'll shoot for 2 again. Because that seems reasonable. So we'll do that. And then we'll do that. And then we'll do that. Figures.
Oh, there you go. One more to go. You'll be away. So basically, I'm going to say that you've basically slipped into the shaft. But there's not room for Grayson. Grayson is going to do a dexterity plus athletics to basically kind of maneuver himself ready to dive in once you've slipped through.
Okay, and I'm going to roll initiative as well. Or I'm sorry, going to use. There we go. Just a second. I'm going to willpower this as well.
Yeah, got it.
All right. Nope.
Okay, which makes sense. You need more successes still. And again, we have... Oh, we forgot to call for successes. Crap. Okay. Only one success again, so... Yeah. Oh, I get to roll 3 more. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Hit 3 instead of 6, so... That's 3 successes.
Gotcha.
So,
gotcha.
Yeah. So, it's Grayson will say that you are between the two of them, and how are you feeling?
How am I feeling?
Yeah.
My character is probably very confused as to what's going on, but also this is not natural, so I'm trying to work out probably what's going on essentially in terms of
how are you feeling?
Whatever.
What's the emotion?
Spectacularly uneasy and not panicked, but also verging on
like
quite
anxious.
Yeah.
Fearful as opposed to calm.
Yeah.
Not to the point where you've lost control, but
things have escalated.
That's just a general fear.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we need to. So this is caught up with at least one of you. So we now need to roll initiative. So now we move into combat. We're not going to roll just yet, though. We need to declare intention, and we'll let Christopher declare first. What is your intention? What are you trying to do?
I mean,
what do you want out of this combat or this violence?
Yeah, I would like to extract myself and Grayson from this situation.
Okay, both. So that's your intent is both. Okay.
It's both, yes.
Okay, cool. Grayson, what is your intent?
I will agree with that. I think we need both to get out, and I want to get myself and Christopher Sloan out of this situation.
Okay, cool. Those are if you are given the opportunity during this time to have that, okay, you have to spend willpower to continue to fight, essentially. Okay. So the intention for this is to this thing is to it looks like it wants one of you, right? It wants to take one of you, right? In a way that you can only imagine, but so it will try to get you, right, and hold you and keep you for itself, and that is what its goal is. So now we roll initiative.
Okay, that is.
So there's an initiative button.
Now for me that doesn't matter, right, because of the insanity.
Attack roll, right? No, that's right.
Yeah, you go last, right?
Oh, initiative. Yeah. There we go. Yes, initiative. There we go. Oh, forgot to click on myself.
It's okay.
Click on myself,
I see it there. You got a 6.
Okay.
And
You have a terrible initiative.
Well, it is what it is.
It's true. All right. So I'm just gonna roll that, but I just look at the number. That's a 4, so it has a 10. And so it will go first there. And again, giant football player. And yeah, he kind of glares down at you because he towers over you. It's almost like he shouldn't fit under the bleachers, but he does. And he will roll his dice. Well, he made one success. And you get to roll either your resolve plus or your composure. Just one of those two. That's it. Or sorry, whichever is higher. The higher of those two.
Sorry, who gets to do this?
This is Grayson. Sorry. He's right in front of Grayson, so.
Okay, so I will roll my... Sorry, it's my resolve or my composure?
Yeah, whichever's higher.
Okay. And that's a normal roll.
Yeah, he's just, okay. So he huffs over you. Oh, what a terrible roll.
Wow, that sucked.
And
Almost made it on the third.
Yeah, and he just kind of glares down at you. Your fear is heightened, right? You are now rather afraid. And he says, don't you run from me. What are you going to do, Grayson? Your fear is heightened. I'm going to give you a chance to do resolve plus composure here to avoid an insane tilt.
Okay. So I'll roll resolve plus composure first.
This is reflexive. Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
you are. Yeah. So you're much more afraid than you were, but you are not. Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking boot it.
Where are you gonna go? You have Christopher is in the hole, right? Like you are not able to move through people, so.
I don't know. Can I chop block him in the knees?
Yeah. You can try to hit him for sure. It'd be strength plus brawl, minus his defense.
Oh, that's gonna be high.
Which is let me see. Which is a 2.
Oh, that's not terrible. So what do I? So it's
strength
what is
plus
it?
brawl.
It's strength plus brawl.
Yeah.
Okay, and
you can spend willpower, even though I told you his defense, because his defense was going to apply, right? So.
Yeah, might as well. So that's going to be a 1, right? Okay, let me just put that out there. I'm really running out of willpower.
Yeah, that's welcome to second edition Chronicles of Darkness. Yeah, willpower is the commodity, which is why I give you the beads so that you feel it.
Yeah, I feel it. It looks it. Okay, so let's roll and see what I can get.
So this is again, you're going to use your combat, right?
Oh, right. Sorry, I got to use the right one, right?
Yeah,
okay,
the unarmed.
Cancel. All right.
Yeah, so you just change to attack roll at the top. It's currently selecting that. You are
attack
in close
roll.
range. Yeah.
Okay, and I am currently on unarmed.
Yeah.
And
you'll get the bonus of only +1. Right. Cool. So you crank him one, and he's like, oh, you'll pay for that, Christopher.
And I'm gonna kind of glance over my shoulder and see Grayson haul off on this guy for what I assume is minimal effect.
That would have been a bad.
And kind of show, what are you doing? Let's go. And
I can't get in the way. He's in the way. He's giant.
Already scram. What? Wait a minute. You're blocked from the exit now, or
yes, I can't get in there because he's in the way. That's why I punched him.
I thought it was because I'm in the way.
Nope, he's in the way.
Interesting. Well, what if I shove?
Well, you're right now. Christopher's in the way, right?
Yeah, I thought I was in the way.
No,
Yeah.
okay, well, that was... I thought that he was in the way. That's the reason why I hit
No,
him.
Christopher was in the hole you want to get into. He's in the way
Yeah.
out. He hasn't moved yet. You can't move through bodies. This guy is blocking you from running past him. You could have run the other way, but you stood your ground anyway, is what you did.
Okay.
Gave him a shot to the knee, right? Okay, cool, because you couldn't get in the hole that leads out.
Right, okay.
So
Yeah,
it
so
was
you
a
need-
reasonable position to be in. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough, fair
Yeah,
enough, fair enough.
you need me to move.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need you to get the fuck out of the way.
Which I'm going to do now
Okay.
while shouting, "Let's go!" in an encouraging capacity.
All right. Yeah, and you go pitter patter down. You go down the
Yeah.
down the thing. All right, back to the top, which is this guy.
Okay.
I need you to roll resolve plus composure.
Resolve plus composure again. And... Oh, I did it.
Okay.
You're a stalwart sort of fellow.
I am.
And hold on. Yeah, you totally did it. Yeah. You feel, yeah, he tries to essentially grab you, but it's almost like you resist, you will him to not, right? It's in, and he just can't grab onto you. His hands kind of slip off of you. It is your turn.
I'm going to fucking see if I could jump down that hole.
Okay, give me a Dex plus Athletics check.
Dex
Basically
plus
dive in there without
athletics.
getting caught on the...
And I am going to use the last of my, there you go. I'll use the last of this.
Green bead.
Green beat it.
Yeah.
All right. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. All right. And
Okay.
I made it.
You successfully dive into the hole, right? If you had an exceptional, I would say like you went down the shaft, but you're in the hole. So basically, you can now now you may want to take an action to pull that lid back on top, but that's up to you.
No.
Okay, but that's your
He's
next
out.
action. Christopher, I assume that you continue. Did you fail that roll that you spent willpower to get 2 bonus, or did you succeed?
Sorry, to do what?
Your okay. All of your rolls had at least one success.
Yeah, the only thing that I've
yeah, it was the insane.
I failed on was the initial insane. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Grayson is in the hole. This guy. So I'm assuming that Christopher is just screw you. I'm out of here. Making your way out of the.
Well, no, I made enough room and moved up the shaft because clearly the issue. And the stated goal was to get both of us out of here. So I'm not so far that I can't
help. Okay.
get back to be helpful.
Yeah. So you slid down basically a body's length away. Okay.
Yeah.
Back toward the entrance. Correct. That you
Yeah,
came
yeah,
in?
yeah.
Okay.
Or
Cool.
or the exit as
Yes, now,
as I like
now
to refer
exit.
to it as.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So this guy, he's going to attempt to grab you again. I need another resolve plus composure there,
Okay, resolve plus composure.
and he's going to
And
spend
I don't-
some willpower this time.
Oh my.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, can you make sure to grab me so that you can help pull me down? Resolve plus composure. Oh dear God. Okay, and no athletics, I presume. So let's get rid of
no
that.
athletics. Yes,
Okay.
resolve and composure.
Oh no, that didn't do it.
All right. So he grabs hold of you. Now it's really weird. What are you going to do on your turn?
Me?
Yeah. You don't feel like you're held there. He's holding you, but you don't feel like you're held there.
Okay, I'm going to move away.
Okay, where do you want to go? Down into the space there?
Yeah, I'm going to follow Christopher.
All right. And you slide in, and yeah, you as you slip into the hole, it's almost like the arms vanish, but you still feel like he's touching you. But you look up and you can't see him through the hole anymore. Do you want to close the top?
Yeah, I'll close the top.
Okay. And, yeah, you pull it rattles, it makes all sorts of noises. You pull now of course there's nothing on top of it to weigh it down. But, yeah, it's closed. What do you guys do?
What did I see just happen?
You saw Grayson slip into the hole, and yeah, you saw no arms on him because that would have been out of the hole.
Okay.
So you guys are in the air duct. You've pulled the rusty top over top.
I'm not exactly convinced that that's sufficient to keep out the fresh hell that was. So I'm still in the middle of, we got to go. Get out of here. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm coming.
And scramble.
Okay.
So I'm going to go down. I'm going to follow him, and I'm going to feel really uncomfortable, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. You guys do that. Now, each of you has suffered a breaking point. So I'm going to need you guys to, as you're making your way out, just kind of collect yourselves and see what happens here. We'll start with Christopher. So it's resolve plus composure, and your integrity is 7.
Should be. Yep.
Yeah. So you get an additional +1. You let's see. Yeah, you didn't commit.
Do we have a handout for breaking points? Yeah, we do. Look at this.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah.
You can see it. So you witnessed the supernatural violent, so -2. And yeah, that's, and I suppose you witnessed a supernatural occurrence, so -1 again for the room that you were in, the area that you were in. So that's a total of -3 with a +1, and that's, so you were at -2. So resolve plus composure -2.
Now, I was also protecting myself by running away.
Yeah, but that means that you did something bad while protecting yourself. So, like, if you killed somebody,
oh, I see.
Right? Like,
okay,
yeah. Were you protecting yourself? So,
yeah, and so acting in accordance with virtue wouldn't matter either.
Were you?
Well, I mean, as far as being just goes, I did try to grab Grayson because it didn't seem fair to leave him there.
You didn't suffer the breaking point.
By the ghost.
You didn't suffer the breaking point because you were acting just, right? It was that was nice of you to do, but yeah.
Yeah. So it's a -3, we said?
-2. Resolve plus composure -2.
Am I able to throw willpower at this or no?
You can if you want, yeah.
You know what? That seems like a decent idea.
Yeah.
Boop. So that'll be a +1 then.
Yep. Cool. So I'm going to say that that you were rather scared there, right? So
that's a pretty good way to cover it, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that shaken is the appropriate condition for you.
He has athletics in there too.
Did he roll athletics?
Yeah, I do have athletics in there. Hang on.
Oh, re-roll then.
Yeah. Why is athletics in there?
It's sometimes clicking it off is an issue.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Resolve, composure.
Sheet.
And then it was +1 with the willpower, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, even better. Nicely done.
So what did you have? 2 successes. Okay, that's
yeah,
that is what it is. Okay. There we go. So that is there, and you can click on Shaken and hit Z to take a look at what it does. Grayson, however, you got your resolve plus composure. You got a 7 for integrity. That's +1.
You do. Yep.
You witnessed the supernatural violent, so that's -2.
-1, -2. Okay.
So that's an additional -2. Yeah, it's total -1. You endured mental, emotional, supernatural attack, which is another -2. And you were in the witnessing a supernatural occurrence, which is another -1. So you have a total of -5 plus 1, so -4. So resolve plus composure -4. Now, don't forget too. This is something you guys can do to earn an extra beat. Is you take the dramatic failure. Not recommending that you do, but I'm just
thinking about that, but it's early.
You can take the dramatic failure, and you'll get a beat, but you'll also.
I was not successful.
Okay, and you were almost at a chance die. Look at that. Okay, so you do lose a point of integrity. I'm going to say that you are also shaken, not stirred.
Man, that is early on to lose integrity.
No, not at all.
No, okay.
This isn't like the other game.
Ah.
There you go. And you too. There you go. Have shaken. And so for our friends playing at home, so something has frightened you extensively. Any time your character is taking an action where that fear might hinder you, you may opt to fail the roll and shed this condition. You have to do this before you make the roll. This condition can be imposed by a successful breaking point check. Okay, so they're just telling you how you can get it. So you can basically earn a beat by, instead of rolling, just choosing to fail. But it has to have something to do with what caused it, right? So again, it says that, anytime you are taking action where the fear might hinder you, so prevent you from saying something or doing something or anything like that, if you can justify that, how that fear would hinder you, then you can use it. So
okay.
With that, I would suggest that you both fulfilled Spooked by going in there.
Oh yes.
Oh, nice.
And so that's good. All right. Cool. There you are.
I'm going to get out of the vent and put the cover back on it, and then just kind of...
Let me get it first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm behind you. I'm fucking behind you.
Nope. You're vent boy now. You live there. I have the screwdriver, too. So.
I will fucking kick that thing until I get out.
And then I'll just kind of lay there, looking at the ceiling.
All right.
Wondering about my place in the universe.
I will also get out and just kind of stare blankly for a bit and say, I think I need a drink.
All right. And that's when you hear some footsteps walking up toward you.
Okay, I'm started by that.
Okay. You spring up and look?
Yeah.
I'm going to start looking at the nearest bookshelf, but like along the floor, to make it seem like I'm checking it for a structural issue, as opposed to just laying on the floor in a fugue state.
Screw that. I'm looking for football players.
Okay. What you see, was it Gus? Who was the security guy? What did you call him last time? Can't remember now.
We'd have to consult the recording.
Anyway, it's him, the security guy. It's like, what were you two doing in there?
In where?
Well, because you basically just finished screwing the thing on, right? Like it's like in the vent. You two need to come with me.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Grayson reasonably can run away. He kind of already knows who I am. Well, at that point, may as well stand up.
Yeah.
Dust myself off a bit. And say, well, why though? We were following up with what happened previously.
Yeah.
The only people that would be going in and out of the ductwork are people that are into stealing books.
Or people who are looking into why the book was stolen.
Are you the police?
Or, like you and I already discussed, and I'll kind of glance around to make sure he's not looming, and by looming I mean stinking, a janitor who's conveniently putting down traps for rats.
Come with me.
Yeah, with that, I'm more inclined to go with you, actually.
Yeah, whatever.
He brings you. He's walking you toward the security office. And Grayson, you notice that Irving Bluefort, the professor that said hello to you last time at your office, if you recall that.
I do.
Yeah. He sees you guys walk by, and he kind of runs after. Dr. Bridger, what's going on?
Well, we were following up in possible lead on how the book went missing, and this gentleman now thinks that we're the thieves. Quite you.
Just all kinds of noises.
Yeah, I hear the noises.
And gestures.
I'm ignoring them. I'm ignoring them.
All
Typical.
Right. And so he looks kind of the direction that you guys came from, and right, the security officer kind of looks over his shoulder. Just mind your own business, right? And Bluefort beelines down the road to where you guys were. But, yeah, you guys are brought into the security office, and basically put in a room there. After some time,
I haven't been on a timeout forever. Well, lots of things I'd rather be doing, but don't know that they have the amenities for that in here.
Okay.
So I'm just going to say, so your security guard thinks that we were stealing in a book, or thinks we could be stealing books that you have ready access to and could steal without having to crawl through a crawl space in event. Is he?
I'm not
literally
here,
this.
I'm not here to run narratives on the cognitive capacities of my peers.
I don't think he's my peer.
I didn't say he was your peer. I said he was my peer.
I don't think he's your peer either, but that's beside the point. Anyways, I'll just wait for him to come. This is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, you're feeling a bit more antsy than usual, Grayson.
Mm-hmm.
But usually you're calmer than this. But after a little while, the door opens up, and it's Dr. Bluefort again wearing his cardigan and professorial shabby. Says, I think I've cleared things up for you.
Thank you. That was ridiculous.
And then I'll kind of pensively ask, how?
Well, I told him who you were. That's all. And, yeah, he'll let it go this time.
Oh, thank you very much. We very much appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Professor, this is going to sound very odd, but what do you know? What is it, Stackfield?
Stagfield.
Yeah. Stagfield. What do you know about Stagfield?
That it's now been relocated. He kind of takes off his glasses and looks at you askew as he cleans them.
Mm-hmm.
Puts them back on.
So the wall's been reconstructed elsewhere, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you know where it is?
I just arrived at this university, but I
yes, we were
past it. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereabouts did you walk past it?
It's on the further northwest end of the campus.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. We very much appreciate your going to bat for us. It was very, very helpful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And he just kind of just nods as he looks at you, puts his glasses back on, and he steps out of the way. After you, he says to Christopher.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll start walking through.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow Christopher.
Okay. And Bluefort looks you up and down as you walk past him.
I'll see you at the next faculty meeting.
Yes, of course. Of course.
Yes. And thank you again. It's very kind of you to go to help us with this.
Yes. And as you walk past the desk there's the security guard. Hello there, boys. Have a good day. Right, stay out of trouble.
You too.
He just kind of smiles at you and gives you a wave.
Mr. Sloan?
Yes. Sorry, I'm still looking in the direction of the security guard, trying to figure out exactly what in the hell.
Yes.
But yes, continue.
I would like to have a discussion with you in a place where...
We are currently not?
Yes, precisely. How about blah, 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 blah? It's a pub nearby. Because I could
Sure.
I could use a drink.
Sure. It's a sign that's heavy on B's, but sure. Well,
It's a stutter. Yeah.
Yes. I need a drink.
Yeah, agreed. And with that, I will stop looking at the security guard, who apparently just decided to become a different person for a while
and
there.
As you do, Bluefort is standing there with him behind the desk. They're looking at something on his computer. And, you guys head out into the cold, but to go get a much-needed drink. And with that, we will leave it till next time. So, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. If you like this sort of stuff, please give us a like. If you want to know when the next one's coming, you can hit that subscribe button and the bell. You'll get a notification. And please, comments down below. You can join us on our Discord if you so choose. You can look for us on social media. I'm Magnum Pi, and again, I'm here with Vahilo Teku, Golgotha, and Dark Templar. And we are Initiative Zero.